Today, my administration announced that this year, the deficit fell by $1.4 trillion, the largest one-year drop in American history, $1.4 trillion decline in the deficit. Let me repeat that, the largest ever decline in the federal deficit. Let me be clear. This record deficit reduction includes the cost of my student loan plan and everything else we're paying for. The deficit is down $1.4 trillion this year, even after accounting for 30 years of debt relief paid in advance. You know, this follows last year's drop of $350 billion in the deficit. And because we're making sure the largest corporations pay their fair share, cracking down on billionaire tax cheats and giving Medicare the power to negotiate lower drug prices in the future, just getting underway, which lowers one of the biggest costs that the government and families have to pay. We'll reduce, because of that, the deficit another $250 billion over the next 10 years. Now listen to me closely. Congressional Republicans love to call Democrats big spenders, and they always claim to be for less federal spending. But let's look at the facts. The federal deficit went up every single year in the Trump administration, every single year he was president. It went up before the pandemic. It went up during the pandemic. It went up every single year on his watch, the Republican watch. Put it all together, the Republican plan would add about $3 trillion to the deficit. $3 trillion. That's their plan. That's what they did under my predecessor, and that's what they intend to do again. Adding another $3 trillion to the deficit is reckless, it's irresponsible, and it would make inflation worse. Congressional Republicans say, and you all know this, their number one priority is to repeal the Inflation Reduction Act. Now here's what that means. If they get their way, the power we just gave Medicare to begin to negotiate lower prescription drugs goes away, gone. If they get their way, the $2,000 cap on prescription drug costs, which takes effect next year, maximum any senior would have to pay no matter what their drug costs are, would be $2,000. Goes away, gone. The $35 a month cap on insulin, which takes effect next year, folks on Medicare, gone. Let me be really clear. I will not yield. I will not cut Social Security. I will not cut Medicare, no matter how hard they work at it. Folks, we know what the Republican Congress will do if they regain power. They're telling us, they're being straight up about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks.